Bull City proud. Durham to Duke football is a partner.
They've had a couple different slogans since I've been here, but I think the Bull City has really caught on, and the little hand signal as well. That seems to be a pretty unifying thing for us, and it's been great just to kind of have the support of Durham and to really kind of honor Durham on a day like for our game.
It's an inspiration to us, our community. Since we've been here, we've been out into the community. They have embraced our players. We certainly embrace you, Durham. We are definitely Bull City proud.
After spending most of the month of September on the road, the Duke football team returns home to Brooks Field at Wallace Wade Stadium for their ACC home opener against Pitt and celebrates Durham Day in the process. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside Blue Devil Tower. I'm Rebecca Fiorentino alongside head coach David Cutcliffe. And coach, a very successful month of September with a 3-1 record, 2 road wins, and a dominant ACC opener. What did you learn about your team in this opening month?
Well, I think we got better each week. I think the Alabama moment was a little big for such a young team, but they moved quickly. They put it behind us. I thought going back on the road 2 weeks in a row and playing better in Blacksburg than we actually did in Murfreesboro was a good sign. Now, the kicker is to come home and prepare ourselves for Pitt and play our best football game.
But a great blend of both offense, defense, and special teams in that last game at Virginia Tech as well.
Yeah, we play better. We talk about the blend around here a lot, and we play better when we work that way. Defense create a turnover, offense score, kicking game, pin them back deep, offense try to score again. It's a great way to play football, and I love it when it includes so many young people on our team.
Another blend on your team is the mix of both your veterans and your newcomers. What have you learned about the observation and observing that mix? How has that been successful?
You know, the reason it's most successful for us is that our players are so close. It's really unusual. You'll ask a fifth-year or fourth-year senior what somebody young, even a non-scholarship player, what's his name, they know immediately. And when you have a trust factor and you are sincerely close, that shared information, that's what a program is. And I think by the time you're a third year, but definitely fourth and fifth year player, your role, not just playing football, you have to be a program builder.
Well, from the old to the new, we'll visit with veteran safety Dylan Singleton and redshirt freshman tackle Casey Holman, plus a breakdown of the Pitt game on this week's edition of the show.
Coach David Cutcliffe's Duke Football Show is brought to you by Gatorade. Win from within. By the Governor's Highway Safety Program. Don't drink and drive. You're smarter than that. And by Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Continental tires are built for the road that connects you to all of life's journeys. And for nearly 150 years, we've been developing tires to fit your needs. Each Continental tire is designed to give you precise handling and traction in all seasons, and a quiet, comfortable ride wherever the road takes you. You're at your best when you're doing what you really love. We're at ours when we're helping you get there. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Even a bad day fishing's better than a good day working.
Yeah.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Duke Football 360 with Dave Harding.
All right, I'm here with redshirt freshman left tackle for the Blue Devils, Casey Holman. Casey, people talk about the game slowing down for a young player. I've seen you continue to elevate the level of your play. What does that mean to you, though, when you hear the game slowing down?
I think the big thing really is just understanding what you're doing, understanding how you need to block someone, understanding your assignment, and really going through the 5 steps. You know, we talk about the 55, alignment, assignment, effort, execution, and finish, and really that plays a whole part into the game slowing down. If you know what to do, know how to do it, the game's going to slow down.
There's one element of play, too, though, the tenacity part. Seems like you've got it down pat pretty well. Is there a little edge that you like to play with?
Absolutely. I mean, to succeed in this league, you have to play with an edge, and you see we're standing in this end zone right here. This is the gold mine for offensive line. You know, once you get in here, the drive's over, you get to go rest a little bit, but ultimately you put 6 points on the board.
All right, every offensive lineman loves to have a pancake block and to put a defensive lineman on their back, but you talk about the end zone. There's a recent play against Virginia Tech. Deion Jackson off to the races to the end zone and running right behind the left tackle. Can we walk me through the play that we saw there? And in particular, you were matched up against a defensive end. I'll play the defensive end part here. And you basically just drive the defensive lineman out of the hole. What's going through in your coaching when you see that?
So we're having an inside zone run play to the left side. So I'm going to take a step towards you, see the defender's move. If he goes inside, I can get my second step going upfield to stay thick on it, make sure he doesn't slip off inside. If he goes upfield, I'm going to take the next step and go towards you. And when I know I have leverage on you, I'm going to toss you outside and create a hole.
So I see that right arm really come through and push it out in the video. Is there something special to that?
I just think it's the best way to displace a defender when you can get under this lat right there and just move him. You know, wherever that top half goes, he's going to go.
Get an arm full of deodorant, right?
Yes, sir.
How about then, and this is where the game gets a little bit more advanced. So often, the ends are known to contain a defense, right? And it's easy to extend them and to spread them wide. But I've seen your level of play and understanding go up a little bit. Outside pressure, what does that tell you when there's a blitzer coming off the outside?
So it depends on how the defense is going to play it. Sometimes they'll have the defensive end go upfield and they'll twist the guy outside in. But normally it means that I'm going to get pressure inside because they have someone else to contain the outside.
So I'm the defensive end. I'm going to be coming up underneath. How does that change your technique?
So like I told you, I'm going to take that outside step and I'm going to get the second step straight forward. So I know I'm still going to have positional leverage on you, and then it just comes out to physicality.
I love it. Yeah, man on man. Offensive line play is about moving somebody from point A to point B completely against their will. So let's talk about a bit about your background. Big get for the Blue Devils on the recruiting trail, playing all over the offensive line, but you're a 4-year starter out of high school. What ultimately gets you to the Blue Devils?
This place was special. I felt like it was an extension of how my high school program was run, based on family, based on, you know, doing things the right way. And that's kind of the pitch that I got from here was, things are done the right way. We're going to do it. We're going to work hard, and we're going to win games through hard work. And that's the same thing that I came from in high school, and I liked it. I was comfortable with high school, that program, that saying that they had, and it carried over here.
There's a pretty strong battle at the left tackle position coming out of fall camp and into the season. What ultimately do you feel you bring to the team and to the offensive line that helps set you apart?
I think I bring energy. You know, every day we come out here, I try to give my all, but more importantly, I try to get other guys going. You know, if we're having a slow practice, I'm going to try to say something, maybe scream, maybe, you know, try to light someone up in the sense that I bring a lot of energy. And, you know, I'm not the biggest, longest, and strongest tackle, but I feel like I do bring those intangibles and also tangible skills, obviously, that got me here.
Let's talk about some of the intangibles, the toughness, and the little bit of a mean streak that I've seen sometimes on tape. What does that come from, and how important do you find that to be in your success as a young player along the offensive line in a tough league to play in, the ACC?
I just think that, you know, there's no room for failure, and I am a perfectionist, so when things aren't going my way, I need to go harder. And the only way to do that is play above the aggression of the guy who's, you know, next to you and across from you. And it's always that competition that I've always had, that I've wanted to be greater than anybody next to me or in front of me. And now I get that feeling that I got a bunch of great players next to me, so I need to step it up and bring that aggression and bring that passion more than the guy across from me.
There's two freshmen, one a true freshman, Jacob Monk, you a redshirt freshman starting on the offensive line. Is there ever a moment where you feel like, hey, maybe I don't belong here, or what's going on?
I think at times, you know, you struggle with the fact that you're not going to succeed all the time and you're not going to be perfect. But there's a reason that we're here. There's a reason we recruited here. Our coaches, they didn't make a mistake. And there's a reason we're out on the field. And you got to know that, and that you trust your ability. You know, you trust the preparation, the practice, and all that stuff. So I don't really think there's a time that I said I don't belong out here, but there's definitely times where, you know, you question your abilities, but that makes you want to work harder.
What's with this freshman class? I mean, you guys take a little bit of pride in that. I guess redshirt freshman, true freshman, at Jalen Calhoun, you name it. I mean, guys popping up all over the place. Is there a sense of a chip on your shoulder, I guess, a little bit, as some of the younger players have made big impacts?
I think it's really that, you know, the best guys are going to play, and this class was really talented. So, yeah, we want to work harder. You know, nobody wants to be outshined by a freshman. They're guys that are new. You want to, you know, getting older, you want to keep growing and becoming more experienced. But as a team standard, I mean, having guys like Jalen, having guys like Jacob come in, it's incredible for us. So, yeah, it gives us a sense of, you know, where the program is heading.
I am very glad that I don't have to be lining up on the other side of the ball from you. Casey Holman, starting left tackle and redshirt freshman for Duke, but very mature already. Thank you for spending some time with us.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
For the past 42 years, and with over 28 million sold, more people have put their hard-earned money on a Ford F-Series truck than any other pickup in America. Yeah, I'd say that's money well spent. It's Ford Truck Month, America. Time to join the stampede.
Now during Truck Month, get 0 for 72 on select F-150s, or get $11,500 in total savings at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Duke football returns to Brooksfield at Wallace Wade Stadium on Saturday, October 12th, as the Blue Devils go head-to-head with the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Celebrate homecoming with public tickets starting at only $19 and special pricing for youth sports athletes and scouts. Take advantage of free parking and free in-stadium Wi-Fi while enjoying an exciting ACC matchup. Get your tickets at goduke.com/footballtickets or call 919-681-BLUE to reserve your seat today. Duke football, Bull City proud.
Major auto accident. Let's do what we do.
Serious injuries. Clearly our driver's fault.
So what's the plan? Delay? Deny?
What?
They called the law offices of James Scott Farron.
I think you should handle this one.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
No, you handle it. No, I insist. You handle it.
Laid out of the shotgun, handoff running left. Williams trying to get outside, going down for a loss. Brought down at the 39-yard line. And it's Dylan Singleton with his third tackle for loss on the season.
Hey, Dylan Singleton, he's been a dog since he set my foot on campus my freshman year.
Snap and hold. Sawyers gets it blocked right at the line of scrimmage. It's batted around on the near sideline, and Duke's headed up the field with Singleton across midfield to the 45 and 40 and all the way to the Army 36-yard line.
Dylan, when I first met him, he was really quiet, and DeAndre used to always tell me, don't let that fool you. He's a lively person, he's easy to get along with, and he's a hard worker.
For Christensen for NC Central. Finding the left sideline is Ramadan. Dangerous pass. Singleton nearly had the pick.
I like making plays. I mean, it's no pressure at all. At the end of the day, it's still playing football. I mean, I've been doing it, most of my life. I just want to go out and play hard. That's the main thing I would like to focus on. Playing hard. If you play hard and you focus and you play fast, good things will happen and you'll be able to make plays.
Out of the shotgun, it's Carter. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, just lofts a jump ball down the right sideline that's dropped. No, fumbled by Bell. They say he caught it and fumbled it, and Duke has it at the 39-yard line. Leonard Johnson able to knock it loose out there in coverage, and then Dylan Singleton able to recover the fumble.
Obviously, you want to get better every year. You want to get better every game. So I think in college, a lot of players, they don't take practice as serious, and that's just something I do. I try to practice hard every play to make myself better. I think the stuff you do in practice, just the simple things like just running to the ball or trying to knock balls loose in practice. I think those things, they translate to the game on Saturdays.
I think what he's improved upon is talking with the young guys, getting them mentally prepared and showing them physically what to do on the field in practice, efforts-wise, getting to the ball, ripping the ball out. All the little things they see Dylan do on the field, he's been doing in practice day in, day out. So, and he's been getting better at teaching the young guys how to do just that too.
The recruiting process for me was a lot of different schools contacted me every day. I didn't really like the recruiting process because I didn't really want to answer back the phone calls, answer back the messages all the time. But as far as Duke, my brother, he just told me what to expect. I knew that the degree was great, and if I had the degree here, I'd be able to branch out and do many different things with my life. So I just trusted him. I obviously came to a lot of football games while he was his freshman year and his first 3 years here actually. Came to a lot of football games, so I already knew what the environment was like.
The type of plays and the development you get from your freshman year to your senior year on and off the field is unpriceable. I mean, you can't get that anywhere. And so I feel like that sort of bought his family and made this a decision for Dylan to come to Duke to follow his brother. They're totally opposite. You can't, if you brought them together, nobody would know they were brothers, but they do bounce off of each other. I mean, they love each other. They have a great bond. I mean, that 1 year they got to play with each other was so special, and Dre said he will always remember that. Dylan didn't play as much, but I'm sure you saw hundreds of pictures of them celebrating each play Dylan made on special teams, or if Dre finally caught an interception. You just love to see that type of bond.
When I got here my freshman year, Devon, I probably went to Devon more than I went to my brother. I mean, we played the same position. Me and Devon, we stayed in the hotel together, traveling to games. So, I had a good relationship with Devon. I mean, he's obviously like a big brother to me.
I do like to give him tips and pointers on when he does a blitz or when he's in different coverages, on why he did this or that. And he always tries to, I mean, he's very coachable, and he takes what we talk about and tries to apply it. I can see a difference in his game.
I know I got guys watching me with everything I do. So, I just wanna come in and lead by example though. I never really just sat down like, oh, I gotta do this to be a leader, or I have to do that to be a leader. No, I just go out and I'm just able to be me, and I think my teammates respect that, and that's why they look at me as a leader.
You also had a chance to coach Dylan's older brother, DeAndre Singleton, a 4-year starter, went to 3 bowl games, and now you have Dylan, who is in his 2nd year starting and a captain on your team. A lot of productivity from one family on your defense.
Yeah, the only thing better than one Singleton is 2 Singletons. DeAndre is doing really well right now. That's important to me. He looks great. I mean, really doing well. And I know Dylan's very proud of him, not only as a player at Duke, but post-Duke. Dylan is growing in that fashion. He's always been one of my favorite people. He's fun. He's a great athlete. He's a spirited player. He makes plays everywhere all the time. But Dylan is seeing DeAndre in a good light. Dylan's starting to see himself in a good light. What I see from Dylan Singleton is he's becoming a man. Nothing could make me more happy. That's the most important thing I'm seeing. I love him to make tackles. I want some more interceptions, Dylan, okay? A few more of those, but keep becoming a man.
And furthermore on that, how has he best contributed to this year's defense?
Well, first of all, just being an incredible leader. But Dylan, our safety system is one of where you have to fit the run inside, fit it outside. You have to read and react, and when it's coverage, it's coverage, but when it's run, you got to go. Dylan has led the way. I mean, he gets to the line of scrimmage. He makes tackles as a safety on the line of scrimmage. The last time I've seen that are some of the great Alabama defenses back in the day when I was first at Tennessee. So it's exceptional what he's doing right now. And a year ago, until he was hurt, he played like an All-American every game. He was our best defensive player a year ago.
Duke football returns to Brooksfield at Wallace Wade Stadium on Saturday, October 12th, as the Blue Devils go head-to-head with the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Celebrate homecoming with public tickets starting at only $19 and special pricing for youth sports athletes and scouts. Take advantage of free parking and free in-stadium Wi-Fi while enjoying an exciting ACC matchup. Get your tickets at goduke.com/footballtickets or call 919-681-BLUE to reserve your seat today. Duke football, Bull City proud.
When we're born, we're more alike than we are different. Then somewhere along the way, we start to believe the more distant we are from each other, the more different we are. It's only when we venture into the world that we see all we share. Maybe that's the power of flight. Delta isn't flying just to bring us together, but to show we were never that far apart.
Continental tires are built for the road that connects you to all of life's journeys. And for nearly 150 years, we've been developing tires to fit your needs. Each Continental tire is designed to give you precise handling and traction in all seasons, and a quiet, comfortable ride wherever the road takes you. You're at your best when you're doing what you really love. We're at ours when we're helping you get there. Continental Tire, for what you do.
The Game Breakers, presented by Vivid Seats, official partner of the Duke Blue Devils. See more and sit closer with vividseats.com/Duke.
Blue Devils down 2. Harris out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looking over middle field, great protection. Jackson's wide open, makes the catch. 10-5, touchdown!
Yeah, Deion Jackson, woohoo!
44 yards! Get the fireworks ready, the Blue Devils have the lead!
Well, the end of a tough football game. It's a tough loss, but the beginning, even though we didn't play especially well early offensively, what a crowd. I love the fact that we're able to celebrate Durham in Wallace Wade Stadium at Brooks Field. Great crowd, great atmosphere on the walk. Our team was poised and ready. I really was pleased with every aspect of what was happening. Now, I'll take credit for a lot. You know, people were going to wonder what happened to you offensively. You've been this. When we came out and had a pretty decent drive, I think really, and I can do this, and my influence gets in there sometimes, and we start adding, and you forget where you are, and you start putting more on an offensive team, more on a quarterback. And I think we battled with that a little bit. I'll have to give Pitt credit some. They also took away some of the things that we've done well. But I think a tribute to the players, to the coaches, even though as bad as it was in the first half, and at halftime there was a good spirit in the room, a good belief. Down 19-3 is not a good feeling. But we came back offensively, and we fell into some things we know. And we're asking a lot of them already with the option offense, with our other offense, and when you start adding in both places, it gets a little difficult. But I thought we did a great job. We got a boost running the ball from the option offense. I think we went back to who we are and what we do, and you saw Quentin become more comfortable. Things got much better. So too little too late. Again, I take credit for that. Defensively, I thought we played really well, really the entire game. At the end of the game there, you get caught in a man blitz, a zero blitz. You're going to account for a back with a defensive end, the outside edge of the rush, but with the back release, and they had the perfect play called. So you put a guy in the secondary uncovered, and you see what happens, particularly when it's that young man who's extremely talented. We cannot, burden ourselves defensively, lose any edge of confidence because we're playing at a high level. I think we held them to 61 yards rushing. We did a much better job on third down conversions in the second half. That's got to be a trend. That's something that we need to improve defensively. We also need to improve being able, and we got a couple in there late, but we got to finish sacks, which create big plays for us. Going into the game, there were two things we said we need to win the battle of. Turnover ratio and the sack ratio, and we lost both. 6 turnovers is not going to win the game, but I love our heart. Very proud of our team and their fight. And you use that heart and you use that fight moving forward. We're going to learn from this football game. And we're going to spend a lot of time learning from it tomorrow. And after that, our total focus will be on Georgia Tech. It will be positive. We look forward to trying to get folks back into Wallace Wade Stadium, get out on Brooks Field, and play the best game we've played all year. That will be our mentality. So we will see you next week.
Just thinking about my performance specifically, I have to take care of the ball a little bit better. That first half I was making some errant throws and some wrong reads that just put us in bad positions. But the defense did a great job, standing tall there and getting some of those possessions back or with limited points. But really proud of the group, the total group effort. Kind of the end of the second half there. Thought we showed a lot of resilience as a group, and that's good to see. We've emphasized 4 quarters in practice a lot, and I thought we played a true full 4 quarters. Unfortunately, we just didn't end up on the right side of this one, but I think that was very encouraging to see our group fight back and just show some resilience there despite some adversity we were getting throughout the game.